Hi everyone, I just completed my trade album for the Shabby Chic mini album swap for the month of October. And my partner this month is Liann. So let me go ahead and get started. This entire mini album is made with corrugated chipboard. And in the binding, I used 3 extra large binding rings, and I alcohol inked them with cranberry, ginger, and gold alcohol inks by Ranger. Just put a whole bunch of ribbons and fiber on the binding. I hung a little heart charm that I alcohol inked and this little picture frame. And Liann, the little piece of acetate pops out and you can insert a little photo in there, and then you can pop the acetate, the little piece of acrylic or acetate back on there. So she can customize that and put whatever she wants on there. And then on the cover, Liann had actually requested an autumn mini album, so this mini album is autumn themed. And one of the challenges for this month is to incorporate black into the mini album. So that was a little bit of a challenge for me, because with autumn and fall, I think of browns and oranges and reds. So there is some black incorporated in parts of this mini album, including the black fiber that I included here in the binding. This butterfly is a feather butterfly that I picked up in the floral section at Michael's. I love this. I used it on my fall mini album that I posted recently. And then I have a large acrylic dewdrop that I alcohol inked, and then I have a leaf back there that I glimmer mist. And then these little dewdrops here are also alcohol inked. Okay, so that's the cover. On the first page, I created this little tag pocket. And this tag, and it says remember, and it says who, what, when, where. There are a lot of family gatherings that happen around the fall time, you know, with Halloween and Thanksgiving. So Liann can put whatever occasion she wants on there. And then this is a grunge board leaf that I distressed, and I have a little family metal embellishment in the center of that. And then I have some ribbon, some trim that I put alongside the page there. And then on this page I have some burlap on the back. I cut out this spot with my Sizzix Big Shot. This is a Making Memories stem leaf. I didn't adhere it all the way, and that way, Liann, you can insert a picture back here. And then I just tied a little sheer ribbon in brown, and then I put a little heart bling in the center of that. And then here's the black that I incorporated. I did a label that says memories. And then on this side, just a little spot where Liann can either insert a photo or do some journaling on. And then this is a scallop envelope by Stampin' Up. Basically what I did is I just cut off the edges of the envelope. And this opens up like this. And I used 2 loopy brads to hold this piece together. Oops, I think I pulled it at the wrong. Sorry guys, I pulled the wrong piece there, so I almost got it in a knot. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Okay. It usually isn't this complicated, trust me. Okay, so they just pulled out like this. Okay, and then it folds out like this. Okay, so Liann, you can put like journaling in here or photos, however you want to do that, and then there's the back side, of course. So it basically goes like that, and then just seals shut again. And I'll tie that later before I ship it. This piece here is cut out with my Sizzix Big Shot again, and I put a piece of acetate in the center, and I embossed it with the leaves embossing folder by Cuttlebug. Looks really cool. I left it blank because I figured, Liann, you can, you know, mount a photo on there, and you can mount photos. I did this for Julene's album last month, but you can mount photos back to back on here, so you have pictures on both sides. Over here, I cut out this oval piece, and I thought this would be perfect for placing a photo of the family. I created this brad, and it matches the designer paper. I cut out that brad, or created this brad using my my iTop brad maker. And then this lace along the edge of the oval, I glimmer mist with pumpkin pie and burnt red Glimmer mist. And this flower is also distressed with the same colors, with pumpkin pie and burnt red, which are my favorite colors right now. I love those fall colors. Okay, and then there's a little leaf bling on here, if you saw that, but there's one on each side of that. And then a little Prima bling. I'm sorry, I didn't point that out. A little Prima bling. And then on this side, I distressed this white Prima flower using Velma's technique, and I used English Ivy Glimmer Mist, and I used Versamark and Clear Deep Impressions embossing powder to give it that look. And then I have a little bling in the middle, and then another black tag says Remember, and then a journaling spot by Recollections. And then on the back of here, I have some jute burlap ribbon, which I cut down to sort of just peek out behind the frame. I cut out this piece using my AccuCut, and again, another Velma flower technique, and then a Prima bling in the middle. And then on the back side, same thing. And then I just put a sticker here by K & Company. It says Fall Harvest. Okay. And then on this page here, I put, and these pages here, the paper, I'm sorry, the collection that I'm using is the fall collection by My Mind's Eye. For the most part, all of the pages on here. I have a few sheets that are from the First Blush collection by Prima. And then all of the cardstock is Basil. So on this piece here, I basically cut it out with my Sizzix Big Shot, and it's a ticket tag shape, and it just opens like this. So, Liann, you can put pictures of your kids and your family or whatever you want to do on there, and you can do it on both front and back of that. I thought that was kind of fun. And then over here I just have a button, and then I used some embroidery floss to tie on this little heart charm on there, and then I did another flower, but with this I used Shimmerz Paint, and this is in the green olive color. Okay. And then on the back side, the ribbon comes across here, so I created a little spot for a picture. Glimmer mist these flowers here, and then there's some Prima bling peeking out from the sides, like little leaves, and then just really plain on the back, so you can go ahead and add more photos or journaling on there. These two pieces here are basically just top note shapes that I created into two separate pages. I have a leaf die cut here that I cut out with my Sizzix Big Shot again, and then I embossed it with the French script embossing powder, embossing folder by Cuttlebug. And then on the back side, I have a metal leaf that I alcohol inked, and then a little dewdrop I alcohol inked in gold. Then over here I have an acrylic butterfly that I alcohol inked, and then I have two pieces of pearl bling on there. And then I incorporated some Prima ribbon, which I distressed with sand, Glimmer Mist, and pumpkin pie on the edges. And then I have these dewdrops again that I alcohol inked in ginger. And then I have this page here, which basically have good times, again, the black tag. And this just opens up like this. So again, just space for more pictures and journaling. Okay. And then on the last two pages, again, Prima flowers that I Glimmer Mist, a little button and bling. It says Family, another black dynamo tag label. And then an acrylic centerpiece that says Together, which is a Seven Gypsies rub-on that I put on there. And then a little button Prima flower colored with Shimmerz Paint. And then on the back side it says Laugh. There's a little charm here, and then another Prima flower. And then really simple, just 3 tags here, front and back, with some fiber, and then some more Prima ribbons and dewdrops, and these are distressed or painted with the Shimmerz Paint also. And then on the back, it's just really simple. It just says Handmade by Arlene, and I put some crackle accents on there. So anyways, Liann, I hope you like your mini album. I have a whole bunch of goodies that I'm sending to you with this so that you can continue to embellish it and make it more personal. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.